Yeah. Ouch. What's happening? What's happening? Hello there, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to Making Pax Stereo TV, the show that actually came about from requests of our friends and associates who wanted to see more of the behind-the-scenes decision-making that goes into running our own neo-urban internet television network. So Victor and I have these meetings, and we do them regularly. We try to share them with you. They're totally unscripted, and the whole thing is that they're very real, and we're dealing with... Boy, that's noisy.
man, where... Have no idea where it's coming from.
Just interference coming from that line. Sorry for that, you guys. But anyway, so Victor and I do these meetings regularly. We try to attempt to share them with you because the idea is that if you're attempting to run your own company, your own brand, whether it be for your book, your CD, whatever your enterprise, some of these same issues may come up for you. The other thing is that it allows you to see what we have to think and talk about behind the scenes and what goes into running this neo-urban internet television network. So first off, Vic, schedule-wise, we are now in the spring season, which officially started.
Yeah.
We had talked that we actually have a fair amount of new stuff. We're still working. We have the now Morning Coffee with Mario show is on Monday mornings. That includes the Hot Picks by Vic and Victor Allen's New Sports.
Right.
All part of that is now we shoot it every Monday, and it's syndicated throughout the week. Okay? And then also on Friday, we have the Triple Banger Fridays, which is the Mood Control Quiet Storm pre-show.
Right.
It starts at 7, usually with some type of featured artist or genre or theme, followed up by the Quiet Storm at 8 and then the I Victor at 10. So that's the way it sits right now. And we're going to be playing around with some broadcasts during the week as we try to work out some of the things that we're still not sure that we want to do. So everybody's making everybody aware. Coming up this week, from the Quiet Storm, I do have a theme for this week's Quiet Storm, and I think the theme for this week is Spend the Night Responding to a Late Night Invitation.
There you go. That's
Spend the night.
That's called come and get some, right? Come and get some. That's
responding to a late night invitation.
Just talking about love. We ain't talking about anything else. Yeah, here we go.
Totally. So but we have other things coming on this week, Vic. For one, I wanted to find out from you about the other show that we had talked about doing.
Yeah, what I'm working on now is, and I don't want to get ahead of myself on this because I want to finalize it, but we have a show name that I'm working with to make sure that name is unique to us. It really deals with the what we call empowerment zone with actors, those of all backgrounds, to come in here with a special show that will be launching off on April 6th. Now, I haven't said the name yet because I want the pronunciation of the name.
Okay, now so we know it's not this coming week. It's now going to be April 6th.
Right. We had to adjust the schedule. And it was in the best interest that we needed more time. I needed to make sure that our schedule was clear and yours as well. So
sure. Do you have anything that you want me to include for this week's blast on this?
No, not yet. By tomorrow, you will have the information probably after morning coffee, so you don't have to do anything tonight.
Okay.
So I have it right. I'll have it for you so that way you'll have it way in advance of next week, because when we do this, you'll have all the information, all the pictures, all the data. You'll be clear and free. I just don't want to rush it for this announcement. Not yet. The only thing that's going on this week, and I still got to get that information. I will have maybe 1 or 2 excursions, but I'll send you the information first. It'll happen probably Friday, maybe Saturday.
Friday we have the Quiet Storm.
I'm sorry. What's the date? That'll tell me right offhand. What's the 31st? The 31st is, and I'm tripping because I can't go anywhere on the Quiet Storm. Wednesday, Thursday, I believe. I'm sorry.
31st is Thursday.
There we go. So it's the 30th and 31st. I definitely know that I'm probably going to be gone the 30th.
So you may do both of them.
May do both.
So we may have 2 additional broadcasts this week.
Yes.
When that as part of the ongoing experiment, when Victor goes out on these, I attempt to be the orchestrator of the broadcast here, making sure we tie everything in. So Vic, good. We'll just talk over how we want to approach that.
Right, and I want to get you the data so that way you don't have to wait until I get to location, which I'll still do that way you have it in advance.
I'll start some of the things that, you all have already done some of your social media stuff, but I'll try to get started with the stuff you and I agree on too from here.
Okay.
And then the other things we talk about to get the broadcast tied in.
Got you.
So that part is good.
Right.
Okay, and then I don't know in terms of the phone thing. I leave that up to you. Remember, you still have the Pax Stereo phone.
Yeah, I think it's a great experimentation to go somewhere and go, hey, look, I'm gonna have a couple of phones with me. One of them's gonna work. I'll always come with that. Give me one, and I can move somewhere where I get something to work. You'll see me somewhere, no matter what. But I can't wait, man. It'll be nice.
The big thing we know is we have some events we want to plan.
Right.
The open houses here.
Right.
The Pax Stereo open houses. At least 2 to 3. Right now it looks like 3 because one is mostly the backstage kind of a thing.
Right.
The other one was local dignitaries and important community people.
Right.
That we wanted to get to know. And then the third one was the Facebook friends.
Right.
So those are the 3 we wanted to do coming up. In a way, I was going to work it out with you because in the month where we don't necessarily have a Pax Stereo Live,
right,
that could be the Pax Stereo Live
right,
for that month. We want to spread it out some, or to the degree. I just want you to think about that to the degree we want to.
Yeah. No, that's good.
To where we want to place those, because at least that's coming up.
Okay.
Everything looking good on the development aspects. We're having less technical issues.
Right.
We know we're looking at moving more of the selfies and stuff into the broadcast. So for us, the main thing we have to do, particularly tomorrow, is still to meet over the scheduling.
Right.
And then also to make an attempt to run through the task list that I've kind of got for that 1 hour thing.
Okay.
It's kind of straightforward. It's like 4 things. We gonna look at the broadcast, each one like 15 minutes or so. But we see what it kind of needs.
Right.
Right? Because it's stuff we want to quickly look at and decide. For you and I, it's not stuff we're going to really ponder on. We'll be looking over the broadcast, deciding when stuff rebroadcasts.
Right.
We'll also be looking over the selfies.
Got it.
We're going to get in the routine of going to check routinely the catch for everybody, all of us staff.
Right.
And pull in what else we need to do.
Okay.
One other thing is that we've been expanding our programming lately, you guys. We had our successful experiment with streaming live to YouTube. Facebook.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. To Facebook. Now, what's interesting is you can't really do it from the desktop. I attempted to go see. Mm-hmm. No, you got to use a phone.
That's right.
So now, because we have so many phones here, I have 4. Victor has 2. Right. Well, see, I don't really have 4. I have 2. Victor has 2. And then there's 2 Pax Stereo phones that I mostly work over here.
Right.
But I just always remind Vic he can always grab one of these.
Right.
But that's the way it really is, because both of he and I have 2 phones for the same reason, so we could do Meerkat and Periscope, or Meerkat
right.
And
now Facebook is included.
So now Facebook is included,
right?
And we did a successful stream. It's pretty much a similar kind of stream,
right?
That I do, because I do it with my phones right here, kind of juxtaposed to each other right here,
right?
And so, but it seemed what was interesting was the amount of people who jumped into chat and say stuff,
right?
And how fast that was going by,
right?
So it was an experiment that we should try to continue. I'm trying to work on that, Vic, on how soon to go live with certain things.
Right.
Because some things I'm going to go live with at different times now. I just thought about that.
Right.
Make it easier for myself.
Right.
So there's some little things, like I could go live with Periscope at a certain time, and then Meerkat 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
Depending on what we're doing. It all depends on how you and I, when we think about that transition moment, all we have to do is think what we want, then I'm going to go make it. We know we want to make anywhere from a 2 to 5 minute transition thing.
Right.
I don't think it's 5,
Right.
but it could be 3 or it could be 4. Depends how much we want to check everything without a stress. You know what I'm saying? To check it. And if we make it entertaining enough, you don't mind that it's 4.
Right.
In other words, it's okay if it's 4, if it's an interesting promotional item that's really entertaining to watch.
Right.
Then all of a sudden it's okay that it's 4.
True.
And then we don't, and especially if it kind of leads inappropriately to what we want to do. That's what I was hoping to develop, something like that, Vic. And that way we always are playing the same thing like we do. Well, you know what? That was the same way I approached actually Hot Picks, not New Sports and stuff, because it came later.
Right.
Remember Hot Picks, we have the long introduction because based on what we were doing at that time, we had to, you know, look at things just to double check. And,
well, it was a teaser about what they were going to see too. Also, that was part what was built into that you get to see. Oh wow, to hold them because it was that type of promotion. I mean, it's eye candy. That's what it was.
So we know we want to get those things worked out. The video promos for the segments,
Right. Absolutely.
But none of this stuff is really, like I said, we're in a pretty good space in time. So the main thing for us is the plan for the upcoming season.
Right.
We know you guys that this season we have a bunch of original programming because with Morning Coffee being done every Monday and with the Triple Banger Friday and with the excursions occurring sporadically on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, there's a bunch of original programming that's constantly coming. So be there this week. Look for the announcements. We'll do blasts specifically on social media, Twitter. Make sure you're following. Get over to the sites and join, make a profile, but connect with us so we can let you know about what we're programming. Because this is the experiment, and we're inviting you too to experiment. And remember, we keep reminding people we're looking for folks like us who are doing original content, who are seeking outlets, especially those who are very, very active. And again, this is what we're looking at when we look at the people we collaborate today, is how active are they in social media in their attempts to promote their own materials. Anything else, Vic, coming up about this week, you think?
No, I think the only thing that's happening, is within our regular morning coffee broadcast. A lot of that they're going to find out when you guys tune in tomorrow, just to get what we're doing with the program and the show itself. But nothing else this week. And if it does pop up, it will probably fall in line of an excursion.
Well, I know.
And I have to admit, I can't share this one with you because it's private. Miko and I went out to go watch the new production by Warner Brothers of the Lethal Weapon TV show that will be featuring Damon Wayans. So we checked that out, but we couldn't and not allowed to shoot and stream and all that. That was yesterday. It was big production, so it was considered an excursion without falling under an excursion. That was about it. So nothing to show you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. That's Making Pax Stereo. That's our weekly meeting. So we know what we're publishing, what I'm getting out there. To Monday, Morning Coffee. Be there live, Triple Banger Friday. And look again for the excursions Wednesday and Thursday. Okay? Everybody, thank you. This is Making Pax Stereo TV.